Jim, and Ray.
Yeah, first off, thank you to the fans. They have a way of making the Open Cup special for us, Sons of Ben, all the supporters that came out to see us again. It pushes our guys on a night where maybe we needed it. Our first half wasn't our best. I thought that it wasn't bad, but we weren't sharp with the ball. There was a lot of gaps on the field, but the players deserve all the credit for the halftime turnaround. Obviously, Corey makes some big plays for us. I thought that the back line was excellent on the night. Still a lot of young guys back there doing a good job. Keegan, Jack, Trusty, and Ray being kind of the anchor, an experienced guy. I think Ray's playing at his highest level, which is a great thing. So he's doing big things for us, and just kind of flies under the radar and goes about his business. So overall, again, players win games. I say it all the time. Coaches lose them, and referees. I won't say what they do, but I think that it needs to be said that the players, stuck together in a hard moment, rolled up their sleeves. I thought in the second half, on a very hot night, found energy. Obviously, we have a quick turnaround now, so we'll celebrate. We obviously have our eyes on the Houston LA game. Two tough places, two really good teams, and tough places to go. But tonight, I think we will be happy with the result. I think that the guys, again, emptied their tanks for the club, for the badge, and I couldn't be prouder of them. So it's a good run now again in the Open Cup for us, and one that hopefully ends by lifting our first trophy.
We'll go with Joe, then we'll go with John. Jim, we've talked about throughout the year, and some of the players have mentioned it. You have that 1-0 lead, but the ability to score the second has kind of escaped you guys. How important was the second and even the third tonight?
Yeah, I think it's clear that we've been a team that's played pretty well this year, and actually have played a lot better than we played tonight, and have lost. and tonight maybe wasn't our sharpest, and we get a win. So I was concerned at 1-0 when we missed 3 or 4 pretty good looks that just went wide. Sanchez made a good save on a couple, and you start to have that little bit of doubt creep in. And credit to our players again; they stepped up and kind of kicked the door down and broke down a Chicago team that obviously had a game also, and put a lot of minutes in, and pushed the tempo in the second half, and maybe ran out of gas a little bit. So really happy for the guys. Again, can't really celebrate too long because we have a quick turnaround and probably our biggest game of the year against New England now. So we follow up our biggest game and right back into our next biggest game of the season. So happy again. It is a hard accomplishment. It's not as easy to get to finals maybe as people think. I stressed it in the pregame talk to the guys. In this life, as a player, as a coach, you never know how many opportunities you're going to get to play in a final game. So it is special. You cherish it, and now we have a big opportunity ahead of us.
Go ahead, John.
You guys cut the head of that snake off on the other side of the field pretty well. Nikolic and Schweinsteiger didn't do much. What did that take?
They're Schweinsteiger, when you talk about Schweinsteiger, you talk about a world-class player. So, again, it's not an easy task. I thought that, Harris and Ali did a great job of shadowing him. Borak did a lot of dirty running for us defensively. Really important, and it's a little thing that maybe flies, again, under the radar, our center back's ability to release and go tight to Nikolic when he drops back, or go tight to Schweinsteiger when he comes off, or even Katai when he came inside. That takes a brave center back to do that. It's not easy, especially with players of that quality. I thought they did a great job in that. So, when you talk about the talent that Chicago has on the field, there's some big-time players out there, and our young back line did a really good job. And again, you grow so much exponentially in these types of games where there is pressure. It's real pressure. And now they throw Alan Gordon on, and how do you handle it? It's not easy. And I think that they made me proud, made the coaching staff proud, and you're starting to see them even grow and grow.
Go ahead, Ryan, sorry.
Obviously, third finals in 5 years. What makes this one special to head there? And is there anything you do differently to try to not be the Buffalo Bills?
Oh, don't say that word. Listen, again, it's hard to get to a final, so you cherish these moments. I think that, it's always different teams, though, so there's different memories and different hurdles that you have to take along each Open Cup run. I think our entire roster and our entire coaching staff has contributed to this individual run, maybe more so than any before. I think it's shown that we have a better club in terms of our depth, a better club structurally from the work that people have done and put in. and our roster continues to grow and become stronger. So in these one-off games, we've done a pretty darn good job over the past 4 seasons. In a 90-minute game, we haven't been beaten this competition. So it's a credit to the coaching staff. They do a lot of work and they can prepare for these one-offs. Our players really get up for them. Now the challenge is in the 34-game season, the MLS season, we have to find a way above that red line and get in the playoffs. So this checks a goal of ours to get to a final. The next big challenge is to lift the trophy, and the hardest one to win, I've said it the last 2 times, is the first one. And we've had about as heartbreaking losses as you could possibly have in those 2. I still believe it makes you stronger. I could be, there's certain maybe types of people that would say I don't even want to get to a final again, because you could have that Buffalo Bills things come up, but you can't operate like that. I think in life you have to go for it. I have a team that's brave and tries to play the right way, and we'll go and respect Houston or LAFC, but we'll go in there not scared.
I guess this is a little bit of a weird week with some reports about maybe a new boss stepping in as soon as tomorrow, possibly. Yeah. How do you guys, I'm sure the players know something like that is kind of hovering around. How do you put something like that aside?
Yeah, none of that's been a distraction, because all the people that are involved are professional about their business, are conduct things and do things the right way. That's why they've had the status and the careers that they've had in this game. Whether that be as sporting directors, and the coaching staff and our players handling it. I think everybody's handled it in a professional manner. Obviously, Ernie's time here was great, and he did a lot of great things. There will be someone coming in new, and you guys will know that, and already basically do know that. And again, I'm excited to get to work with him, because again, it'll be some new ideas for sure, which is good. It's healthy. I'm a coach who's 39 years old, don't have all the answers, so it's great for me. It's going to be great for our players, and I think that, yeah, you could talk about the timing, but I think it's a good time, because it can inject life into a group as we push for obviously a very big game in the final, and obviously pushing now down the stretch. Obviously there's been discussions. This isn't a surprise for me. I wasn't caught off guard by anything in any way, shape, or form. So I've been part of the dialogue all along. I think it was done very professionally. It was a very extensive search, and then the results of that search will be revealed very soon.
We'll do a couple more, John.
Given that the word got out that he was here tonight and has to make a good first impression on him.
Well, we didn't play good. So actually, I was actually sitting there worried in the first half, because I don't think it was us. It wasn't our best half of soccer. Was the second half better? For sure. But we looked a little bit off. And part of that is, in the players' defense, it's a semifinal. So nobody wants to make a big mistake. You're feeling each other out. We know each other pretty well. We've played them twice in a month already. So again, it was a bit of it looked like an ugly semifinal. So in terms of first impressions, the first thing I'm going to say is that wasn't good enough, and I don't think it was. But it's a great victory. I don't want to take anything away from that, and we'll celebrate tonight, but we have big things ahead for the club.
Go ahead, Joe, and Jim, I know the Nikolic and Schweinsteiger were already mentioned, but Edwards has made an impact for them since being traded.
Excellent.
Keegan, obviously, and then Jack coming over to kind of help him out.
Yeah.
What did you see from those two, especially defending Edwards?
Yeah, Edwards is deceptive. You can tell the qualities that he has when he gets one-on-one. He's very slippery, has an ability to go by guys. I thought that, Keegan did a great job on him. It's a hard guy to deal with in space. He won his challenges. He recovered well even when he did get beat. Jack came over and slid and helped out. So it was good. There was a couple, nervy moments with Edwards when he slipped in a couple times, especially early. But we kind of solved that problem and made it very tough to go through us down the middle of the field. I thought in the second half, kind of clogged things centrally. They had a couple crosses they put into the box, but we always had a body on someone jumping with them, and nothing really that threatened Andre. I thought, it was a good game for Andre, but he didn't have, to face 15, 20 shots. So overall, I think we put 22 shots together. I think they had a lot less. I think we deserved the result, and now we move on.
You talked about clogging up the middle. In the first half, they did have Schweinsteiger on the left, trying to love that side. What adjustments did you make? What were you looking for in your team?
Yeah, so again, anytime you have a player of his quality and intelligence, he knows how to move on the field to find the ball, to find space. He makes things look simple. He does things in one touch that it takes some guys 2 and 3 to figure out. So it's a challenge. He drifted all over the field. He made it hard on us. But if you think about now, shots and penetrating passes. I think we did a decent job, as good as you could, of taking away from such a high-quality player. Center backs did a good job with Nikolic, like I mentioned, and Katai had that was the best we've done against him. I'll put it that way.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.